Go
I
ahead.
do believe the program I described will cause them to act better. I do believe that.
They're gonna be no. Okay, that's debatable. But go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell about the country in Africa. Hotep, brother. God bless you. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Uh, there is a reason for going to South Africa. Have maybe you remember from when you study science. You know how a compass works. A compass it has a needle which has a north and a south pole. It's a magnet, and the magnet of a compass, the south pole of that magnet points toward the north pole of the Earth. That's how compass tells direction. Everything on the planet has a north and a south pole, uh, including human beings. In the case of us who live in the northern hemisphere, our north pole is in our head, our south pole is in our feet. Uh, for people in South Africa, their north pole is in their feet and their south pole is in their head. Uh, when we get together with somebody from South Africa, the sex can be fantastic because our north pole is with their south pole.
Hold on. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you
What
talking
I'm
about?
saying is,
What is this?
if if sex is the reason, what I'm saying is, if sex is a reason for traveling, what I'm saying is that for us who live in the northern hemisphere, sex with a South African is is very intense.
What
And
the fuck do that gotta do with North and South Pole, motherfucker? What the fuck are you talking about? Why? You just put some dick in a goddamn coochie. What does that gotta do with all this fucking compass shit? Don't nobody in this fucking chat room before they fuck say, you know what, girl? Hold on a second. Before you bend that ass over, let me get my compass together. Because you know mine's on the south and yours on the north. Nobody does that but you. That's why you fucked up now. Your crazy ass.
I'm not saying that
You are fucked up.
I'm not
What
saying
is wrong with you? Nobody, even the Hotep community. I done heard some niggas say some weird shit over there. Over there, you know, you need to go over there. You know what? Do you know who Sonetter is? I have Sonetter. I know Sonetter. I'm gonna ask him if he can come over there if you can go over there with him. Because he might be able to, he might have some room for you. They deal in shit like this. But niggas, we ain't got no time for no fucking compasses and shit, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about?
You are being extremely closed-minded.
You know what? I'm about to end the goddamn show. That's tell me you got one more country to go, and this country better. I ain't got time for this shit. And you see, you got me in here sweating and shit, and all these goddamn lights, and I'm dark skinned and all this shit. I ain't using your supplements, so you got one more country, and you better get to the fucking point. I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn South and pole and compasses and fucking wristwatch and combat boots and mystical CDs. Get to the goddamn point.
So basically, that's I've given you one reason for going to South Africa, but it doesn't outweigh the negative reasons for going there. Uh, 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 I spent a lot of time in Ethiopia. Uh, Ethiopia, uh, they may have some of the cheapest prostitutes in the world. Now I don't. I'm not in the habit of buying prostitutes, uh, but you can get a prostitute in Ethiopia for $4.
I just want to know. How do you not know this if you didn't?
I was just curious. I asked. I priced them.
So, what you trying to tell me is that Mr. Compass Southeast, that you got enough game that you could get somebody to fuck you soberly for free. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you talking to any woman that her pussy wouldn't dry up like the sand in Venice Beach. I know absolutely you paying for some pussy. You cannot tell me that you didn't go to Ethiopia and didn't buy no ass. You trying to tell me you didn't buy no pussy there?
No.
You a motherfucking lie.
I'm telling you.
And I'm an ugly nigga, and I know for a fact if I gotta buy it, your retarded ass bought something. I know that. Because you couldn't have went there and not about no pussy. Because what don't no woman in her right mind will sit there and listen to you talk this motherfucking shit without getting the fuck up and leaving. No woman, unless she has no legs, and she will crawl to the exit with your motherfucking ass. I know that for a fact. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I wanted to say that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're speaking for women.
You know? I'm speaking for anybody that got a goddamn. I cannot see it. It might be possible, but I doubt it. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
ahead. Ethiopia, at around 6 o'clock, the streetwalkers come out, and some of them are really beautiful. Some of them are incredible. But it's only about $4, something like that. I've had girlfriends there. You know, I had one girl. She approached being beautiful. The other one was pretty close. I've got a relationship with a woman. I don't deal with her anymore, but I'm sort of like a father to her son. It's not my son, but I'm sort of like a father figure to him.
And, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
And I will during my next visit, I will probably stay with her. But she's not my woman anymore.
Okay. Hold on. Shout out to BB Thomas Trucking. File. So Oshay, this shit's so funny, bro. I had to jump. He about to give me a heart attack, bro. Like seriously, I've never had a one-on-one like this before. So you know you're the first one. I've never talked to any of my guests like this before. I've never done this. This. I did up 1,000 interviews. You're the first one to make me get this mad. Let me ask you this. I just want to ask some questions. You were dealing with a woman in Ethiopia.
Right.
But you and her ain't together no more.
I've had a number of Ethiopian girlfriends.
But somehow, let me ask you this. Why did, because I know you didn't break up with her. Why did she leave you?
I did break up with her.
I don't believe that. I can't believe that. I can't believe, I can't.
You putting your mind into
no, I'm just putting my mind in somebody who's sane. It don't matter the sex. I'm just saying. Okay, why would you want to say that why would you say that? What happened? Okay, what you tell me then. I'm gonna shut up because I don't know. You right, you know better than me. You was there. So why did y'all break up? Come on, tell me. I'm gonna be quiet. Why did y'all break up, brother?
She's a thief.
She's a thief. You don't like motherfuckers who steal, huh?
I can't afford them. I can't afford a thief.
What did she steal from you, man?
Hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars. Well, y'all made a beautiful couple because you still in my goddamn time right now. I'm just saying, you stole a lot. You stole a show from me. I'm just saying. So you and her belong together. But no, but how did you end up in? Now, why is somebody mentally insane like you dealing with children and kids? Can you explain that? How in the world would somebody put their kids around you with all this extraterrestrial you be talking about? Who would do that? Why? Because something wrong with you. So how do you do this?
I had a good relationship with her son.
Okay, so then why are you going? So you're gonna go back and stay with her? Are you gonna fuck her when you go back?
The plan is not to fuck her.
But it might happen.
Didn't happen the last time I was there. So the plan, like I said, the plan is not to fuck her.
Is she young or what?
Yeah, if she was here, these brothers would be sweating her.
Okay, how old is she?
She might be 35. She might be somewhere between 30 and 35.
So you playing stepdaddy while she all around fucking other niggas while you in the States and you taking care of the kid. Is that what you're doing?
The last
Yes,
time,
yes,
the
yes.
last time
I got a book for you. I want you to read it because you smart. You went to University of hold on. Where's Sinful the P at? Is Sinful the P still in here? Look, hold on. I see Solo. Let me shout out. It's Sinful the P. Hold on, stop the show. I see Super Summer Brothers in there. Thank you for the donation. Hold on. Where is Sinful the P at? I seen Sinful. Sinful, where you at? Sinful. I'm calling for Sinful the motherfucking P. Is Sinful the P here? What up, Lamar? What up, Lamar? What up, Lamar? It was y'all tell Sinful to come back in here. Because we need to get you some help. So basically, what you telling me, nigga? You are taking care of somebody else's kid. Because you know you 65. You older than a motherfucker. You might die. Simple to P. I need to pay for a session. I need you to consult this dude. You send me the bill. I will pay it however you want. Simple. You need to come help this nigga right now. We got on here today. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I'm gonna call you when I get off. I need you to help this nigga right now. He's 65. You need to give him a consultation today because he's too old to be a simp. I can't help this nigga because he makes me mad. But you got a little bit more patience than me. So because see, this is the reason why I didn't give you my number. I know you crazy. I don't want your crazy ass calling me. So you kept asking for my number. I didn't want to give it to you. But maybe if Simple can block his number and call you, he can get you straight before you get up out of here and die. So you know she don't want your old ass. You 65 years old. Ain't nothing about your old ass that she want but your money. So you know when you gone, she fucking everybody. In fact, I might go there and fuck her because I can. I'm 37. I might be ugly, but I'm still a young nigga. So you gonna take your ass up there and raise this child, although she's fucking everybody in Ethiopia, even me. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't have a romantic relationship with her at this point.
Okay, well then why don't you tell that bitch that she needs to get somebody else to raise that fucking kid that she's fucking?
Well, I think there's too much selfishness in the black community. We don't.
But you are African American. Them motherfuckers is Ethiopians. We ain't the same. They don't look at you as the same. What the fuck you talking about, black community?
I can justify having a relationship with her son and helping her son. Now, some people don't want to help anybody. You know,
I shouldn't be trying to help your ass. Cause you ain't never coming back here no more. Don't worry about nothing. You ain't never coming back. Because the only reason why I got your ass on here right now is because I'm about to go and lead into my other stream. But other than that, I would have disconnected your crazy ass a long time ago. All right, skip to Ethiopia because you already done fucked up in 2 countries. You went to South Africa, you butt naked talking about compasses, north and south. Now you in Ethiopia fucking up and you talking about raising somebody else's kids that ain't yours. So you've been to 2 African countries and fucked up severely. What's the third one? Motherfucker.
You've been extremely closed-minded.
You motherfucker, you crazy. How the fuck can you be open-minded to a crazy psychopath like you? You're fucked up. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad, dog.
That's why we're dominated all over the world because we don't come up with ideas.
Listen, I want to trade you because we don't need you in the black race. We can trade you to the Chinese or somebody, anybody to get you away from us because you are fucked. We're going to trade you. We're going to have a race trade. You own first on the chopping block. I would trade you for a bag of peanuts and an empty water bottle to get you out of here. So you lucky I'm not like the free agency of niggas because you would be the first to go. But go ahead. Tell us the other country, brother. Come on. The other one. Where'd you go fuck up next?
I think brothers ought to know that it's very risky to bring an Ethiopian woman to the United States. They're extremely tribal, and they are inclined to run from a man when you bring them to the U.S. So I would advise most brothers not to do that. That's a mistake to bring them to the U.S.
Did you do that? You did that before?
I did bring one of them here.
Talk to me about that. What happened, please?
After she came here, she said she loved me. You know, unprovoked. She volunteered that, but we didn't stay together too long. Uh,
How
uh,
long?
just a few weeks.
Okay, you know what? I might have you come back. I might have you come back to tell this story. But I know I done cut your ass out. You willing to come back, nigga?
If you're willing to try to be more open minded, I'll come.
Well, you know that might not happen. So you take it or leave it. But I'll tell you what. Tell us about this 2 weeks, please.
Huh?
So wait a minute. I'm starting to feel sorry for you, player. But let me. You. She told you she left you, and in how many weeks she was gone? She was gone back to Ethiopia, or she was gone somewhere else in America?
I think she's in the Washington D.C. area.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Just 1 second. Okay, no, I had something going on. It wasn't you. I didn't get up because what you said, but that had nothing to do with you. So I don't want you to feel like I got up because of you. That had nothing. I had something wrong with my leg or something like that. Tell us about how she left in 2 weeks, brother, please. Hello.
Yeah, she started saying a whole bunch of negative shit about African Americans. She didn't say that shit when she was in Ethiopia. She talked about all the stereotypes that Ethiopians believe about African Americans, and she basically it's very high risk bringing them to the U.S. because they only like their own people. So like East Indians, they only enjoy the company of their own people. Uh, should anybody try to bring them back? If you are a super handsome dude like a young Blair Underwood, you got a facility for languages. Uh, you're flexible because they're not flexible. Uh, they don't have a lot of bend to their personality and uh, do very much anything. If you got those qualities, you could try it. But their standards for beauty are higher than ours. They want a man to be handsome, more handsome than the typical African American would demand a man to be. Um, and they're very polite, like Orientals. Uh, most African Americans are too crude to be with them. Over here, uh, they uh, they don't feel African Americans uh, uh, they don't feel African Americans know how to treat people as they do. The quality of their friendships is much deeper than ours. They, I mean, if an Ethiopian has a friend, if that friend is not doing well, the Ethiopian will he will offer his assistance without the friend even asking. If he just senses that the friend has got some problems, he needs some money or whatever, an Ethiopian will offer his assistance to the friend um, without without there being a without there being a request. Um, so they treat each other better than any black people on the planet. At least that I've had the pleasure of spending time with. Um, um, there is a city. It's not very far from Addis Ababa called Adama or Nazareth, and that city's got a lot of really beautiful women. Uh, Addis Ababa is at high altitude. It's at over 7,000 feet. Denver, mile high city, is at 5,200 feet. So it's a good bit higher than Denver, and it's
Hold on 1 second, stop the show. Do not orange me. Z0NERZZ. You get your ass cussed out too. Don't think because I ain't sending y'all, I want to cuss your ass out, nigga. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. Continue. Cause I got some questions for you. I got some questions for you. Hotep, continue.
When I went there the first time, I used to do a lot of jogging, and I could not jog at 7,000 feet. Took too much out of me. Then I went to Djibouti, which is at sea level. Didn't have a problem. I was sweating like a pig in Djibouti, but I could run. Addis Ababa, very difficult. Ethiopians, they're not flexible. They can be stubborn, but
Okay. Because you're gonna bore motherfuckers with your goddamn, because you long with it. Okay, let me just say this real quick. How did the bitch leave you after 2 fucking weeks? Like, what did you do? You brought her over here, right? So how did you meet her? Because they didn't have Tinder. Because I know you're 65. So when did you go over there? Like in the 80s when you still had a curl or something?
I met her in Kenya.
Okay, you were in Kenya, and you brought her from Kenya to America, yeah?
She returned to Addis Ababa from Kenya, and I visited her in Addis Ababa, and eventually I decided to bring her over. The main reason I brought her over was because she was 36. I didn't know how the girl would survive. I didn't necessarily think that we were going to make it, but
well, she made it now, nigga. She done got away from your ass. She's still in America, so she's surviving, huh?
The marriages.
You was married to her for 3 weeks?
No, I wasn't married to her. No. Okay. Marriages of Ethiopians, their divorce rate is very high. They're not good marriage prospects. You can marry them in Ethiopia, but marry them here, they're not good prospects.
So how did you feel after you spent all that money bringing her over here and she was gone in 3 weeks? How the fuck would you feel? Well, what did you say?
I didn't pay for a ticket.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Lamar Wills. He dropped $5 on Super Chat. I didn't even see it. Shout out to Turf Orca, Freelance. This guy has a frame of a house of cards. Absolutely none. The blue pill prices, the Sims worse than the opiate price to addicts. So you was with her for 3 weeks. So you didn't pay for nothing?
I paid for food.
So how did she find out a ticket and all of this and a visa to the United States?
Her family.
Her family did all of this.
Right.
Okay, so why did she leave you?
I more or less kicked her out. She was like I said, she started putting down African Americans when she didn't do that when I was in Ethiopia. Saying, saying in so many words, we weren't shit. We had this problem and that problem, and but she didn't encounter all the criticisms that she gave of African Americans. She did not encounter them with me. She was basing her criticisms on stereotypes, not based on her interactions with me. So when I brought her over, I wasn't certain that we were going to make it, and I did care about her, so she got here.
So you didn't bring her over because if her family paid for the money, right, and you didn't pay nothing, how did you bring her over?
I filled out the paperwork. She couldn't have got in here without my help.
Okay, so you filled out some paperwork, but you didn't spend no money to bring her over here.
I didn't pay for the ticket,
but you bought some food, like
I did some minor
cheeseburger shit like that.
She was there. She was there longer than that.
You said a few weeks though, right?
You see, I thought I was going to educate your people about some of the countries that I've been to. I don't think.
But you've been talking a bunch of bullshit about South compasses, North compasses, and all that. I mean, you didn't. I mean, I'm just saying, nigga. You've been fucking up the whole show. So now I'm gonna have some goddamn. I'm gonna have a little fun with this shit now, okay? Because you've been on this bullshit all show. So now I'm gonna throw my weight around a little bit. I need to know, how the fuck did you feel after you did all that paperwork and you found out that she wasn't shit and she left your ass there? How did you feel?
Well, I kicked her out.
Okay.
Because of the way she was acting. I even drove her. I drove her from Philadelphia to Washington D.C. My cousin told me I should have just thrown her stuff out on the steps right in front of me. He said I should have taken a suitcase and thrown it out on my front steps. But I said no, I'm not going to treat her like that because she didn't treat me that way when I was in Ethiopia. So I drove her to Washington D.C. and left her with her people.
Uh-huh. Okay, what's his name? Shout out to Pauline, Miss My Crew. Damn, it was bad if he kicked her out. All right, let me do this. We got 364 people watching. So we done been on almost 2 hours. I got about a few more minutes. Gotta get the likes up. Get the likes up on here on the show. Likes up because I got another show starting pretty soon. All right, so get the likes up for those people. You know, I guess for whatever reason he thinks that the donation is going to be high because he's on here, but that's not true.
I wasn't making any speculation. I was inquiring. I wasn't speculating.
Yeah, there's a lot of niggas laughing at your ass, but it's all right. All right, tell us about the other country, brother. Hotep. Tell about the other country.
Well, Ghana, I would recommend don't focus on Accra. Go to the small towns. In all these African countries, you have people whose business it is to live off tourists, to run games on tourists, maybe steal from them. And that's less common if you're in a small town. So I would encourage people, if they're going to Ghana, to get out of Accra as soon as possible. Well, country I think would be of great interest to your Muslim listeners is Djibouti. That's a 100% Muslim country. It shares a border with Ethiopia. It's on sea level. It's at sea level, and it's uh, I saw women there that were incredibly beautiful, and they are serious about their religion. But I would uh, that Indian Ocean, that coast of the Indian Ocean, those cities along that coast, those women, if you want to go there and beat the woman up, you shouldn't go because those women will poison you. It's very common in that part of the world. Djibouti, what's that place in Somalia, Mombasa. Uh, Women poison men all the time, usually for beating them up. So if a guy has that problem, uh, he shouldn't go. Uh, but if a brother wants a woman who's really serious about her religion, that's a good place. That's a very good place, and they're more beautiful than the Ethiopian women. As a gross generalization, uh, people born at sea level are usually healthier than people born at high altitude. It's a gross generalization. There's more nutrients and minerals in the soil at sea level than is the case at high altitude. Why are you making a face, man?
You ever heard of a hospital called St. Negro's Hospital?
I'm not familiar with it.
Not familiar with it. Okay, let's go to the next country.
Kenya. Kenya.
Man, are you getting dementia, nigga? Every time you get ready, it's like, are you okay?
Hey man, I haven't had anybody attacking me like this, man. That's what you.
Man, that's probably what you need your whole life. Then you wouldn't be on here with this bullshit. You mean your neurons is not firing, motherfucker? This is something. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, dog. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead. Hotel. I'm sorry.
You haven't thought of something. It doesn't mean it's bullshit. You know, it doesn't mean it's bullshit.
Yeah, nigga. Go ahead and tell what you want to say. I'm sorry.
Kenya, it's very tribal there. That's the big issue in Kenya. There's a lot of tribalism, and we are our own tribe. Would I recommend a Kenyan? Probably only that tribe of Obama's father, the Lewis. That's the only one that I would probably recommend. There's a tribe, the Kikuyus. Supposedly, they commit a disproportionate amount of the crime, but a lot of them are attractive. A lot of them are nice looking. But that Lua tribe in Kenya is probably the only one that you should consider getting close to. Other places I've been to a lot of countries, but Madagascar. It's not as dangerous as South Africa, but people lie a lot.
Like you! You should have stayed there. Why didn't you get citizenship? Because you are the biggest fucking liar I've ever met on an interview. So how can you not like Madagascar, nigga? This is a perfect fucking place for you. How the fuck can you not see this? How can you call these niggas liars, man? And you didn't been on here lying on our goddamn show. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
You accuse me of coming on your program to use you, but you using me to try to get a laugh. You know, you using me to get a laugh.
Motherfucker, I don't need you to get no laughs, nigga. I'm Oshay Duke Jackson. I could hang up on your ass and restart this motherfucker again and get the same, if not more, niggas, by my goddamn self. Nigga, do you know who the fuck I am? I'm one of the funniest motherfuckers in Black YouTube. I don't need you to get no fucking laughs, nigga. Are you serious? Want me to cut this motherfucker off right now and come back on by my goddamn self? Let me show you, motherfucker. Do you not believe that? Do you believe that I got you here for some laughs? Because I could cut this motherfucker off right, motherfucker. I done got videos in the millions on private. Hundreds of thousands by my goddamn self. Do you believe, nigga, that I got you on here for some fucking laughs? Do you really believe that? Be honest with me and tell me that. Because I could kick your ass off right now and reboot this bitch by my motherfucking self, motherfucker, and get this shit popping. By my god, don't you start no shit, nigga. You know, because you be in the chest when I be doing it. Motherfucker. Don't you ever in your life think I got using you for some goddamn laughs or views. Nigga, I'm one of the coldest niggas out here in Black YouTube. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life say shit like I'm a legend, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? Everybody watching my shit. I got judges watching my shit. Motherfuckers all over in Uganda. Nigga, I'm worldwide on this motherfucker. The fuck you talking about? Nigga. Talking about I'm using you. Nobody. Stupid motherfucker.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, because you got me upset with your stupid ass. With your stupid black ass. You know what? For everybody, you know what? Why don't you take them goddamn pills? You said they make you smarter, right? Well, why the fuck you so goddamn dumb? How the fuck? It's almost like being an actuary motherfucker that ain't got no statistics. You have some pills or treatments to make you smart, yet you the dumbest motherfucker in the room. How does that make any kind of goddamn sense, nigga? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, dog. I'm cool. My bad.
Your position is, if I ain't heard of it, if I don't know it, it's not true. That's your position.
My position is you a dumb motherfucker. I'm just listening to you talk like you sound smart. Like I would believe you actually did go to that school and pass because you're academically bright.
You're closed-minded.
But you are dumb as fuck. Like You and the way you put things together, you're not a
with it.
real bright person in that aspect. In the aspect
I'm
of
not
academia, what is this curve and that curve? Probably in the terms of economics, I would bet that you are very bright intellectually. But just on normal everyday, like, do I make sense? Do I sound like what the fuck I'm talking about? Absolutely not. You are the dumbest nigga in the room. You probably don't even know how to get back to your house on some dumbass shit like that. Like, you really a smart, stupid motherfucker is what you are. You probably so smart, you stupid as hell. See, that's because you don't understand how dumb you've been sounding the whole show. When you listen back to this shit and take yourself out of it, you're gonna be like, God damn, I'm a dumb motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, dog. I'm sorry.
You, in so many words, you're saying that you really don't respect your audience that much because you believe that they're going to eat up what you're doing, as opposed to trying to.
Wait. How
You
how
believe
did you
they find
make?
that
See, this is what I'm talking about. How did you make that connection? That made absolutely no motherfucking sense. I'm not even gonna get mad right now because see, you making my blood pressure get up here. I'm gonna bring it down. What you just said made absolutely no motherfucking sense. Say that one more time. Say it again. I'm just for everybody else to hear. What did you say? Say it again. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Say it again.
You basically are saying you're showing that you really don't respect your audience. You believe that they'll find what you're doing entertaining. That's what you're saying. You believe that they'll find you doing a whole lot of hollering, insulting somebody, entertaining.
No, because I never do this. Have you ever seen me do this before on a one-on-one interview? You've been watching me for a long time. Has any guest ever come on? I've done this before.
I can't say I remember you doing it.
So then this must be it must so then it must be unique. So you can't say this is about really entertaining. So what you're saying is, even though you came on here on some bullshit, all of a sudden, everything I just said to you, how you processed it in your mind, you processed in whatever. Again, you say, now my audience is done. That's what you're saying, right? That I think that way.
Right.
Okay, hold on a second.